Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany for those of you who are new, so welcome. Today I'll be doing an eye tutorial on the look you see on my eyes using the NATASHA DENONA Sunset Palette. I just got this for my birthday and I did use it to create this look that you see on my face for my birthday makeup. I had some comments and questions about it, so I went ahead and did a tutorial for you guys that you are watching now. I definitely want to do some more bold and colorful fun looks with this palette because these colors are seriously everything. I swatched them all on my Instagram and Snapchat. If you have me there, you saw it. These colors are so beautiful. If you want to see those fun creative looks, I can put them as a tutorial on here. So if you want to see that, please comment down below and let me know. And if you want to see how I got this look on my face, then please keep watching. Alright, so I went ahead and primed my eyes using my Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer, and then I did go ahead and set that off camera just so it is quicker. I'm going to try and keep this tutorial really short, no promises. So I'm going to go ahead and dip into this bad boy. And first I am going to take this little fluffy brush. It is the Morphe M433 and I'm going to dip into the shade Volcano. This is, I'll try and show you guys so that way it's easier, but it's this. I will say the names also since they do have this little sheet. But anyways, so first I am going to dip into that shade and I'm going to put this basically just like all in my crease. Shadows are really pigmented and they do blend just like butter, so that is awesome. So just putting that in my crease and blending it out. Sorry, I'm blocking it. I'm right-handed, so I have to remember to not block it. Alright, so next I'm going to take this little flat brush that I have. It's just really good for packing on like shimmer colors, and I'm going to dip into the shade Morgana, I'm not really sure you pronounce it, but it is this one right there. And I'm going to pack this all over my lid. You can see these are super pigmented. You don't need to wet your brush. You obviously can if you want to. I probably will just so I can see the difference. When I did this look for my birthday, I did not wet my brush at all, but I think I may wet it just to see if it adds like anything extra. So I'm going to go ahead and wet my brush. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to take that wet brush and dip it into that shade again, the Morgana, and just put that on. So yeah, it literally looks about the same. These are just as good dry as they are wet, so it isn't necessary. I mean, if you want to, by all means. And if you have like really hooded or deep set eyes, you can take this higher just to make it seem like your eyes are bigger. So now I'm going to go back in with that first brush that I used, the Morphe M433, and dip into the shade Volcano again. And just pack that back on to the crease just to make sure didn't lose any of that before we move on to the next step. Alright, so next I am going to dip into the shade Igneous. I'm like horrible with names, so if I am butchering this, I'm sorry. I'm just going to take like a smaller fluffy brush. I think I'm going to use, this one. This is from Morphe. It's the M411. And again, I'm going into that shade Igneous. It's this one, right? Yeah, making sure it's the right name. So this one right here. And I'm just going to focus this one on my outer corner. Kind of pack it in and then just slightly blend it. I'm going to bring it up and out. Like that. And then same thing on the other side. Alright, so now I'm going to dip back into the shade Morgana with that same brush as before and just pack it right here. I'm not going to mess with anything over there because I want it to have that blended effect, but I'm just making sure it's really bright on the main part of the lid. Next, I am going to do my eyeliner and put on some false lashes. So I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Lacquer Liner in the shade Black, and I'm just going to put it on with one of my Kylie brushes. Don't pull your eye if you don't have to. I only am because I can't wink, and it's really hard to do my liner with my eye like this. I can do it, but it's a lot slower, and I want this to go pretty quick, so. And then same on the other side. Alright, so my liner is on. Now I'm going to go in and do my mascara. I'm using the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. I really like this mascara. However, if you're going to use it, I would recommend doing it, like using it, I guess, whenever you do your eye makeup before your foundation, because sometimes I get like little droplets that keep falling, which if you get only like one or two, you can wipe them off once it's dry, but sometimes it's too many and it kind of aggravates me. But I love this stuff because it doesn't really clump on my lashes. But I don't know if you can see, but it like has like a bunch of little droplets that irritate me. Alright, I didn't do my bottom lashes yet because I use a different mascara, and I'm going to do that after I do the rest of my makeup. So now I am going to take a makeup wipe. I just use these like Neutrogena ones. You can use anything. But I'm going to clean up under here. I had a little bit of fallout also from the shadows. It's not much. I mean, you can barely see like anything. If you wanted to do your foundation first, you could maybe just put down like some translucent powder just to be on the safe side. And I'm just going to clean up this just so I have a sharp line. Alright, now I'm going to pick out some false lashes. Alright, so I forgot to show you guys before I started putting my false lashes on, but I am using the Goddess lashes from Coco Lashes. If you want to see more of the shadow while your eyes are open, definitely use something that isn't as dramatic and full instead of like these dense ones. So I'm going to go ahead and finish putting on my lashes. You can see I barely use like any glue, and I did use my Ardell lash glue. So lashes are on. They obviously need to dry, so while they're drying I am going to do the rest of my makeup, and then we will come back and do the rest of the eye makeup. Alright, so now we're going to do the bottom lash line, and first I'm going to use my Morphe E18 brush, and I'm going to dip into the shade Volcano. I use this in my crease, and I'm going to put this on my lower lash line first. I kind of focused it mostly on the outer part, like the outer half of my eye, and then drag it in once there's less product on it, just like that. So now I'm going to dip in with this exact same brush into the shade Terra. It is that one right there. Same brush, and just sweep that over what I just did. Alright, so I'm doing that, and then I'm going to put my brush into a color switch, and then I'm going to go back in with the same brush and blend it out. Alright, so now I'm just going to blend it out using that same brush, but now there isn't any product on it. I'm going to do my inner corners and highlight my brow bone. So for my inner corner, I'm just going to take this little Morphe brush. It is the E36. I have it in like the one that says what it is, and then this is it in the like Copper Dream set. I am going to dip into the shade Aubade. It is this really pretty color right there, and I'm putting this in my inner corner. These are best applied with like your fingers, at least that's what Natasha said, but I actually found that this one in particular, since I'm using such a small brush, it went on in my inner corner like fine. So now for my brow bone highlight, I'm taking this little brush, you can use anything, and I'm going to dip into the shade Bermuda. It's this pretty pink right there, and I'm going to also mix it with the shade Ice Gold. It is this one right up there. So I'm dipping into those two colors, and I'm putting this right there for my brow bone highlight. Alright, now I'm just going to take a clean Morphe M441 and just make sure that that stuff is blended because I don't want any harsh lines. And now I can pop on some bottom mascara. This is the Maybelline The Falsies Push-Up Angel. I love this stuff for bottom mascara. I feel like it just makes my lashes, like all my bottom ones, look super long. So now I'm just going to take this Morphe E3 brush and just sweep it lightly under my eyes just to get rid of any fallout. Alright, so the last step is lipstick, and I am going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in the shade Kim KW. Since my eyes have like quite a bit going on, I decided to keep this lip neutral. This lipstick is just like the perfect pinky nude, especially if you have fair light skin tones. Last thing that there is to do is set my face. And I'm just going to take this little plastic thing I have and fan myself off. Alright, so that is it for this Natasha Denona tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and let me know if you want to see more tutorials using the Sunset palette. I really enjoyed it. I just really wanted to create a look that you guys might want to wear like every day instead of something like super crazy. It obviously does have like a bunch of pretty colors in it and has like that pop of shimmer in the inner corner, but I could definitely do some crazy and bold looks if you guys want me to. I might go ahead and do that anyways. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.